Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I just made a couple of videos and I just decided not to upload them because I end up blabbing and rambling in my videos, and I think I've figured out why. And it's because I cannot express myself. The things that I'm trying to convey cannot be expressed in language, and I'm trying too hard to get my point across, but really I'm just informing myself that I can't do it, that I can't express it. It's a feeling. So I figure I'll cover a couple, maybe some random topics, but I'm just gonna, keep the speculative ramblings down to a minimum if I can, because it's something that I feel in my heart and I just can't share through words. It's impossible. So I wanted to tackle a quick issue, not an issue, a quick, an ancient story about a biblical flood, Noah's Ark. I believe that there was an event, a worldwide event that happened that caused a major flood, and I still don't know what it was. And I've talked with people about this. I've looked at all the research. I've looked to see what it could possibly be, and I've thought it could be from a seismic event. It could be from a major polar shift where because the Earth swells in the equator. So if the equator switched position, it could flood mass lands. But all the stories are that it rained and rained and rained, and everything flooded. And I haven't been able to figure out how it could rain that much. And to this day, until yesterday, I couldn't find an explanation of how that could possibly happen. But I watched a show about it was about meteor impacts and comet impacts, and they've been doing studies now of shorelines where they're finding chevrons, which are these chevron shapes where major waves had come up miles on land, inland, and they're finding that they believe that these were from meteor impacts or comets, and now they're finding the craters actually under the ocean, right in line with them. So they're starting to figure this out. There is 70% water. It's bound to happen, and I'm sure lots of comets have hit or even had an aerial explosion, kind of like the Tunguska event. If you don't know what that is, look it up. But in Tunguska in Russia in 1912, I think, meteor exploded, boom, flattened the trees for miles, but no crater. It's because it didn't impact. It's like a nuclear explosion in the atmosphere. The theory states that a comet or meteor, asteroid, whatever you call, whatever it may be, came down and hit the ocean with such force, with such heat and force. I think it burns at like 12,000 degrees, hotter than the sun, when they're coming through the atmosphere. And it hits the ocean, and what it does is it sends up a plume of not just a wave that goes to the coasts, because that explains how a wave could happen, but not how it could rain forever. When something hits with that much force, it shoots up into the atmosphere, huge clouds, and they spread around forever. It can cause a major blanketing, and I think that's the best theory. The statements that it could rain and rain and rain, and then there was no way to grow any food. Impact in the ocean would definitely do that, and I just didn't realize how much it could vaporize moisture into the upper atmosphere. So Google it, check it out, look into it for yourself. It's pretty interesting stuff. I want to explain where these old stories come from and try to understand how they could have happened. Oh, and the tail of the serpent. This whole idea, these pictures that you see, looks like a comet with a double tail. I can't remember what they call it, but it looks exactly like a comet. So there's a lot of these serpents that came before the flood. There's 12 different, there's like a dozen different flood myths around the world. So it's not just the Bible. This is all over the place. So that may have been what happened. Maybe it was an impact in the ocean. I don't know, but it's something to look into, and it's pretty interesting. The serpent. Look into the serpent tail. Just whatever. I'm sure you could just Google serpent tail comet rock art or something. But you get a better idea of what I'm talking about, because I can go on and on and on talking about it, and I'm not showing you anything. So go look for yourself, and hope everyone's doing well. Peace.